Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, look. Tasha K just released a crazy video. I mean, this video is just out of this world, but fucking crazy. I promise you. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it because she just tried some old Houdini type shit. So this thing got me wondering whether or not Tasha K is crazy or if she's just playing crazy. And when you watch this video, you're going to understand why I'm asking that question. If you've already watched it, then you yourself are probably asking the same question. So essentially, I'm just going to go ahead and just give you the summary right here, right now. And most importantly, I'm going to get into why I think she did this and what is actually going on, right? So essentially, she gets on here and she starts to talking about how the system or the machine has this conspiracy to shut her down. That's the gist of the entire video. And in this video, she vows to continue to fight the machine, and she's going to continue to fight the system. And I'm thinking to myself, this bitch is fucking crazy. She is absolutely fucking crazy. But then I took a step back and I said, damn, Tasha K is a motherfucking genius. She's absolutely a motherfucking genius. Right? So y'all tell me, which one is it? Right? Now, I just want to let you guys know up front, I have nothing against Tasha K. I don't hate Tasha K. I'm just reporting on Tasha K because Tasha K is in the news. She's the hottest thing. Her and Cardi B right now are the hottest thing in the media. So that's why I'm doing this video. This is not an attack on Tasha K. But again, it's got me wondering whether or not she's actually a fucking nut or if she's a genius or a combination of both. Right? So she gets on here. She talks about the system is trying to shut her down, and the system is out here and it's trying to consume our children and keep our children into sex, drugs, all this crazy nonsense. She gets on here and she starts talking about. However, this thing that makes me think that she's a genius is that when you go and you look at the donations that are coming in, the donations are incredible, right? And I don't, the super chats, right? The super chats are just rolling in. All this shit is just rolling in. So this is what makes me think that she's a genius, right? Because she's coming out and she's telling people what they want to hear. Look at all this, the super chats are rolling in. I can't hate. I can't hate, and I'm not jealous. And look at this. Constantly rolling in. Constantly rolling in. I have a theory. My theory is that she decided to make a video. She could have just come out and made a simple video and just said, you know what? I apologize. What I did was wrong. My audience deserves better than that. Cardi B didn't deserve that. So on and so forth. She just could have come out, been genuine, and at the end of all that, she could have just promised to do better and make better content. She could have did that, right? But instead, she decided to go the other route. She decided to go down the rabbit hole on this one. You know what I mean? So, and I think she's doing that because she realized that drama sells. She's always known that. That's why when she gets on her channel and she drags people, she knows that drama sells. So that's why she decided to make this video. And instead of taking a route of being apologetic, taking a route that where she decides she's just going to be a better person, she gets on here and she takes the route that creates more drama. And somewhere in this video, she actually says that she vows to continue to fight the system. And she vows to continue to fight the judgment against her. She literally goes in and says that the appeal process is already on the way. And I don't know what she's actually going to appeal. I don't know what's going to be the content of her appeal because I actually didn't pay attention to the trial, but I can imagine a trial like this is probably going to have lots of actual errors. I noticed one of the things that she said in the video is that she said that the verdict was based off of sympathy and there was no evidence actually provided in the trial. I don't know if that's true. I wasn't in the trial. I don't know what was said. I've watched coverage from everybody, right? A lot, not everybody. I've watched coverage of this trial from multiple different people. To me, it seems like some of what she's saying is true, but then again, I don't know if she's going to be able to prove on an appeal that they didn't provide any evidence because you have the evidence or you had the evidence on your channel. She does do one good thing in this video. She admits that she's actually taking the videos down, even though the court hasn't requested her to take them down. It's pretty much a smart thing to do because what could happen, and I'm surprised that Cardi B's attorneys actually missed that. That they didn't. It sounds like they didn't request for her videos to be taken down about the subject at hand, which means she has to go back to court and have to go back through litigation, or she has to deal with communications from Cardi B's lawyer saying, "Hey, take these videos down." It's just a good idea just to take them down, right? But she talks about how she's going to appeal this judgment, and again, I ask myself, what do you mean there's no evidence? Evidence is on your channel. So are you crazy or are you just playing crazy, right? And then when she talks about the appeal, I'm like, that's just going to be a complete waste of time, and it's going to just be a complete waste of money because you had the videos on your channel. The videos themselves are proof. The videos themselves are evidence. When you look at the videos, and you can tell that they brought that into court, and they basically it's really not up to, in my personal opinion, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but when someone does defamation, all Cardi B has to come in and say they're not true. And Tasha K wasn't really able to prove, to me, right? From watching other videos, Tasha K really wasn't able to prove any of the stuff that she said because she didn't get them from credible sources. So it's like, what are you really going? Are you really going to appeal this? Really? You really want to waste money trying to appeal? Then I thought about it. She said something else after she said she's going to appeal it. She said she's going to let you guys know every step of the way of the appeal process. That's drama. That's straight up drama for your mama. That's she can make money off. She can monetize that. She can monetize letting people know how the appeal process is going. So if I can say one thing about Tasha K, I can say this, and you guys let me know if you agree or disagree. Tasha K is forever. I ain't even finna bullshit you. I'm not even finna bullshit. People were saying, oh, well, this is going to destroy Tasha K. Oh, this is just going to wipe Tasha K out. Oh, they're going to shut Tasha K's YouTube channel. Oh, there's nothing. She's lost all credibility. That's what people are out there saying about Tasha K. And, they're saying she's crazy and she's delusional. But is she really? Is Tasha K could she be a genius? Because I think Tasha K is going to lose 4 million in this case. She's already lost that, but I think that 4 million, that $4 million loss is going to profit her 20 million. Tasha K is going to lose 4 million and she's going to rake in 24 million. Watch and see what I tell you. Watch and see what I tell you. Excuse me. Watch and see what I tell you. Because there is no freaking way that she can lose a case like this, then go on her channel and get all these donations, unless her audience really loves her and loves the content that she delivers. And you can clearly see that that's the case. Her audience loves her. Her audience loves the content that she delivers. And when you have audiences like this, you're never broke, right? You're absolutely never broke. I'm actually going to make a video for, called Tasha K is Forever, and it's probably going to contain all the stuff that I just said right here, because she can actually pay this $4 million judgment in almost no time, right? Because she has 1 million subscribers, right? Let me show you how easy it is to pay this one 3.8 million dollars. Let me explain to you how easy and simple that is. In order for Tasha K to pay that $3.8 million judgment against her, that Cardi B judgment, all she needs is for each one of her subscribers to give her $3.80. $3.80 is all she needs from each of her subscribers. And you can clearly see that her subscribers are hopping on here and dumping way more money than $3.80. Tasha K, you know what? I'm gonna go so far as, because I thought that one of the strategies that Tasha K could use in order to get through all this, and I'm trying not to spoil future videos that I'm gonna release on this, but I thought that one way that she could get through that judgment is just to file bankruptcy. I don't even think she has to file bankruptcy. To be honest with you, I don't even think she has to file bankruptcy. Because the bankruptcy would do a lot of things for Tasha K. And bankruptcy sounds embarrassing, it sounds bad, it sounds horrible, but those are the protection steps. Those are the steps that you need to take to protect yourself when you get a judgment like that. But you guys have to realize Tasha K doesn't have normal people problems. Tasha K has rich people problems. $3.8 million judgment against you due to the work that you do. That's rich people problems. I promise you. If they really truly wanted to put a stop to Tasha K, they could have went crazy with it. They could have went crazy, and they could have put in a judgment for something like 40 million. That would have hurted her. That probably would have hurted her. But hell, I still think she could have handled a judgment like that, because like I said, all you have to do is file bankruptcy, and bankruptcy has lots of protections. Maybe that's another video that I'll do, and we'll look at some of the protections that bankruptcy has. And everyone knows there's different types of bankruptcies, chapter 7, chapter 11, so on and so forth, right? But Tasha K has rich people problems. And this problem is not even a real challenge. It's going to be a real challenge. She's going to this case is going to take Tasha K to the next level. The judgment. Look at all this. Can you see this? Man, I wish I could get on YouTube and show my face. I just don't want to be seen on YouTube, right? And I think that those who get on YouTube and they show their face and they become personal with the audience, they tend to make more money. But I never ever want to show my face on YouTube. I'm a private person. I like it that way. And hopefully I can find a way to grow my channel without actually showing my face. But look at this. Can you guys see this? Can you see all this money just rolling in? This means that people enjoy the content that she delivers, and they're doing any and everything to keep her afloat. They're going to make sure that this doesn't take Tasha K down. And there's more. Hold on. There's way more. There is way more. These donations constantly roll in. There's way more. Now, actually, it looks like these are some of the same. No, some of these are different. There's way more. Way more. This is crazy. This is crazy. Tasha K. I'm willing to bet that Tasha K is definitely a millionaire for sure. And more than likely, she probably already has that money. Some of these are the same, right? Because I've seen this icon before. I'm willing to bet that she probably already has that 3.8 million in the bank waiting. Already has it. See, look at this. Keep it up. Keep it up. People are encouraging her. They don't want Tasha K to go anywhere. 1 million subscribers, 1 million people that loves the work that she does. So, to answer the question, is Tasha crazy or is she just playing crazy? I'm going to roll with she's just playing crazy. And she's just playing the game. I don't know if I can go so far as to call her a genius, but hell, I'm just going to go ahead and give her the title anyway. I'm just going to give her the genius title anyway because what she's doing, she's coming on to her platform and she starts off by saying that there is a conspiracy against her, which everybody know in their right damn mind ain't no goddamn conspiracy against your ass. You defame someone. But she goes on and she says that there's this conspiracy against her, and this conspiracy is trying to take her down. I'm summarizing, right? And this conspiracy is these conspirators, right? The machine, the system, is trying to break her. It's just some batshit crazy stuff that she says in this video. And the people that are following the case know that the shit that she's saying has absolutely nothing to do with what actually happened. There is no fucking conspiracy to take Tasha K down. And then she gets to talking about how they want to take her freedom of speech. Bitch, you don't have freedom of speech to defame somebody, right? And again, I probably shouldn't even call her any names, but look, you don't have freedom of speech to ruin somebody's character. You don't have freedom of speech. And I actually have a video where I go in to talk about the limitations of freedom of speech. I'll see if I can find it and put it up in this video at the end or at the top of the screen. I'll see. I'm not going to make any promise, but I do have a video where I talk about the limitations of freedom of speech. But obviously, the one limitation is that you don't have the right to defame people. You don't have a right to invade someone's privacy, meaning you can't go and get someone's private details and put it out there. So everything she says in this video is 100% complete nonsense. 100% complete. And I'm like, she's either crazy or she's a genius. I'm leaning towards genius. I know a lot of people on my channel don't want to, a lot of people on my channel just don't like Tasha K because of the entire R. Kelly fiasco. I'm just telling you guys like it is. Tasha K is not going anywhere. The only danger she truly has is the risk of actually being prosecuted by the government. Right? There's two possibilities as I understand it. Now, allegedly, what people are saying is that there were tax agents sitting in her trial or federal tax prosecutors sitting in her trial taking notes. And that's some very dangerous stuff, and we'll get into that probably in another video. But that presents a real danger because if they prosecute her, I'm not saying they're gonna do it, and allegedly those people were sitting in the trial, so I don't even know if they were actually there. But if they prosecute her for tax evasion, she's gonna lose. She's gonna lose because allegedly what happened is that what I've heard is that she has not filed taxes in 3 years. And that's some very, very dangerous stuff. You can't play with those tax people. They will lock your shit up and they will lock you up. So you don't want to play with them. So that's one possible danger. I don't know if it's a real danger. I don't know if the federal tax agents were sitting in an actual trial listening. I don't know whether or not Tasha K has not filed her taxes in 3 years, but I can tell you if that is true and they decide to prosecute, that would definitely hurt. That definitely would be hurt. It'd be the equivalent of getting hit by a semi truck, in my own personal opinion. But more than likely, what would probably come out of that is that the government would give her an opportunity to pay what she owes and avoid a trial, and they would probably give her the opportunity to plead guilty, to the tax evasion, and they would give her an opportunity to clear all that up, right? The only way that she probably would get into trouble will not get into trouble because she would already be in trouble at that point. But the only way that it could possibly hurt her is that if she doesn't cooperate, and you don't want to, those people come after you. You don't want to play around with those people. You do whatever they tell you to do, give them what they want, so they can go away. So they can just go ahead and disappear, get out of your life, right? So the other strong possibility is that she's actually done a few things, especially when it comes down to the R. Kelly case, which could potentially get her prosecuted. So that's a danger. I have videos where I talk about that. I'll try to put those videos at the end of this, but long story dull, what's happened is that she's gotten information about R. Kelly and this information she wasn't supposed to have. She could potentially be prosecuted for that, and if she were to be prosecuted and if she were to lose, that would be the equivalent of having a building fall on you, right? If you don't die, you're definitely gonna be disfigured for the rest of your life. So those are the real dangers that I see, right? Those are the real dangers that I see that could potentially hurt Tasha K. Other than that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tasha K is forever, right? And maybe I need to make a video with that title and really go into details about why Tasha K is not going anywhere. And like I said, as you can see, Tasha K is probably going to pay $4 million to Cardi B, $3.8 million to Cardi B, but she's actually going to make probably $24 million after it's all said and done from this lawsuit. Because like I said, these donations are rolling in, people. It's rolling in. And I suspect that she already has the money to just go ahead and pay that off, right? So, that's it for this video. That is it for this video. You guys let me know what you think. Is Tasha K crazy? Is she batshit crazy? Or is she just plain to be batshit crazy? Is Tasha K a genius? Is this a genius move to make a conspiracy video like this? Is it a genius move? And like I said, I'm just going to lean towards to her being a genius, because this, in my opinion, is probably the best possible move that she can make, because she is just getting paid. She's just getting paid for drinking lemonade in the motherfucking shade. So that's it for this video. You guys let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe.